Hi guys, so I'm back with my next DT project, and I like to share with you guys a really exciting new product, and at least it was really exciting for me to play around with it, and I would like to introduce you all to this really revolutionary and really cool product. So this is what it is called. It's by Susan Leonard, and it's called the Ice Resin, and it is a jeweler's grade crystal clear self doming resin. And you may not have heard about ice resin, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about resin. And what resin really is, it is used to generally make bezels and lockets and pendants and such. And the applications for this is huge, and basically you can create your own jewelry, you can create your own charms and pendants, and you can use them to adorn your projects, your mixed media, your scrapbooks. The sky's the limit, you guys. So I want to first show you the contents of this pack. So what you get with this is you get two jars like this, and they're labeled. So this one is called the part A, resin, and this one is the part B, the hardener. So you get two of these, and then you do get a little pack like this which contains several mixing cups, and let me show you one of those as well. And you'll see that on the walls or on the sides of this cup you get precise measurements. So you have all your measurements, and I will talk about that in a minute. So you get a couple of these, and then you do get your stirrers, which is just your regular popsicle stick. So you get all of that, and then you get an instruction sheet like this, which has all your information about measuring and mixing and such. So you get a really nice detailed description of the product. So that's what you get in the pack. And then what you do with this is you take your A part, and I won't be doing this, I'll reserve that for another video. But usually you need to decide the amount of resin you will be needing, and then you go about, suppose I want about 40 ml of my of the resin. So I'll mix this doesn't have for the 40, I'm sorry, suppose you want 20 ml of the resin. So you're going to take in this cup 10 ml of the part A first, and you always put the part A, and that's why it's labeled A. So you put in your part A all the way up to the 10 ml, and then you are going to top that up with your part B to 20. So it is 50-50 of both the resin, of both the jars, of the liquids of both the jars. And you'll see very distinctly that they will, since they vary in their colors, you will be distinctly able to see the two liquids in your jar. So for 20 ml you're going to need 10 of A and another 10 of the B, and then you use one of your popsicle sticks to stir it in, and you need to do that for 5 minutes, and that automatically eliminates all the bubbles. That's all you do, and then your resin is ready to play with. So I would like to show you guys a few of my projects that I did with the resin, and I'll be doing a couple more, but this is how it started, and I am totally in love with this. Can you see that? This is a little pendant that I created with a charm, and I haven't done any embellishing yet, but it already looks really pretty. So this is really good enough to adorn a scrapbook page, or just to hang from an album, or you can wear it even. So what I did was I just used the base of a base pendant like this, and I added a little bit of pattern paper on the back, and then I used the resin itself to adhere the charm onto the pattern paper, and I just poured in my resin. With the resin, you do have to wait for 24 hours for it to set, and as you can see, it is nearly set, but I'm still not going to go touching it because it's not been 24 hours and I don't want to leave my prints, and I want it to be crystal clear. So that's one example of a pendant, and the other one that I have is the one using the micro flowers, and I really love how this turned out. It gives you a sort of feeling of motion in there. So what I did was I simply laid down two little micro beads, micro flowers into the pendant, and I poured the resin in, and it's sort of domed. If you can see that, I was really careful and to pour it, and it sort of gives you that raised effect. So I really love how that turned out. It's really delicate to look at. So that's pendant number 2, and third one is my favorite. What I did was I took one of the vials and I just added a little micro rose inside, and it's really difficult to get this in the video because I'm not sure how much of it I'm getting in the frame, but I do have some really beautiful photos of this little guy. So what I did was I added a little micro rose inside the vial, and I poured the resin inside, and I just put the cap back in, and that's all I did. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. All you need to do is you need to follow the instructions, and you need to have put together all your little embellishments and charms and such that you want to use to create your product, and you just need to play. I just love how this turned out. Wouldn't that be great on a little charm embellishment hanging from your scrapbook? It looks like it reminds me of the rose from the Beauty and the Beast, you guys. It's really beautiful. So these are the 3 little pendants that I used the ice resin to create, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find a lot of things in your stash to play with, and I encourage you guys to try your hands on this really new product. And I'm telling you, it is not rocket science. It's really easy. If I can do it, so can you guys, and you can use anything. I've used pendants here. You can use anything around the house. You can use watch parts, you can use broken toys to create a mixed media sort of a look, or a shadow box look, or a pendant, or a captured in time sort of a look. So I hope I've inspired you guys, and stay tuned for more projects on ice resin, and I'll be back with couple of more new ideas and how I have played around with the ice resin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.